A very good morning to all my listeners. Today I'm going to talk about something which all of us discuss all the time, but are never able to define or explain it with simplification. We try to use our knowledge combined with the depth of our extensive vocabulary, but in some ways lose its essence down the line. Yes, today we are going to talk about living on a purpose. Now, what exactly does it mean or should mean for an individual? Let's try to understand it and at the same time also address some myths which circle around the same. According to Collins Dictionary, living on a purpose is defined as having a clear sense of direction in our life and working towards one's goal and living it a fulfilling life. But before we dig deeper into this, let's understand why it is important for us. Why do we even think about it? Now, this is because the science on aging and longevity shows that having a sense of purpose as we get older helps one live a longer, happier, and healthier life. Majority of us talk about living our passion, our dreams, our mission, etc., and connect the same to our purpose, which is very generic and seems like an unachievable task. We also reckon that living on a purpose is about the art of prioritizing what truly matters to us according to our values and beliefs. Then we act consistently to fulfill those priorities. Continually striving to grow and learn is another way we look at living life on a purpose. There's nothing wrong in it because the purpose of life is subjective and opinions can vary greatly based on individual beliefs, values, and experiences. Some may find purpose in life, others in relationships, career success, personal growth, or spirituality. But let's talk about a situation when everyone is on the same page and make this purpose look universally true to all. Can it really happen? The answer is yes. But for this to happen, we also have to understand what living on a purpose is not and try to unlearn the myths linked to it, which we all have believed in till now. Myth number 1. Purpose is like walking 2 moons in a pair of moccasins. True, isn't it? But purpose actually doesn't have to be some hugely ambitious goal that's meant to change the world. It can be as simple as helping someone in need and making him smile, loving our children, being a mentor, volunteering for a cause one believes in, or honing one's skill as a painter or as a runner. It's all about how it makes you feel, not how big of an impact you make. Myth number 2. Purpose is all encompassing. We have always believed that purpose is equal to obsession. But then, what we need to make ourselves understand here is that living on a purpose doesn't mean focusing on a single thing to the exclusion of everything else in our life. Myth number 3. Purpose is singular. Well, some of us believe that we were all born with one overarching purpose, and once we discover it, our lives will make sense and we'll finally understand our reason for existing. But that's not how it works for most people. It's not one thing that defines our life absolutely. It's the purposeful intentionality with which we live our life, the spirit and passion we bring to what we do, and the fulfillment we get from doing it. And lastly, meaning of life should never be confused with purpose of life. Think about it. Here I remember one of the famous quotes of Picasso when he said, "The meaning of life is to find your gift, but the purpose of life is to give it away." And finally, I would like to leave you all with this thought of what Dalai Lama said about purpose and how simple he made it sound. The purpose of life is to be happy and make people happy, and that's where it ends. And in this pursuit, whatever we do is worth it. Thank you very much for tuning in, and take care.